Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. We have some updates for Arc Raiders today. Some important stuff, especially if you're worried about regional pricing, and some updates to the facts. So let's not waste any time and get you guys up to speed. All right, so first up, we have a post on the Discord, Arc Raiders Discord from Osun. And she said that Raiders, we've been working on reducing the prices of Arc Raiders across multiple locations to ensure a more fair price point for all lists below. This change will take effect today. So this is regional pricing, different prices for different regions based on cost of living and all that kind of fancy stuff in other countries. The countries they changed this in are Brazil, Chile, China, Colombia, Costa Rica, India, Indonesia, Malaysia, Peru, Philippines, Taiwan, Thailand, Ukraine, Uruguay, and Vietnam. All of those have had their prices updated. Now, if you already bought the game, don't worry. They're going to retroactively and automatically give you a refund for the difference in price. Now, also on the Discord, they posted some answers to frequently asked questions they get, and we'll go over those because there's some important stuff here for you guys to know. First up, there is no pre-order upgrade. So, for example, if you bought the standard edition or you were gifted the standard edition, you can't upgrade that for like $20. You have to refund the standard edition and then buy the full, deluxe edition. There's no upgrade process. I don't know why this is. Some games do it, but a lot of games haven't. I noticed this with like Dune didn't do it either. You had to refund to get their fancy higher cost version as well. So just so you know, that's why you can't do it. But Steam is usually really good about that kind of refund stuff. They did it for me right away whenever I've had to do it. The next question was around pre-order bonuses being the same for all platforms, which they are. And then how long do you have to get the pre-order if you want to get the cosmetics? And that's all that's with the pre-orders, cosmetics. There's no early play. The server slam is free. You get to play that even if you pre-order or not. It's all free. So if you don't care about cosmetics, don't pre-order. There's no reason to. But the pre-order bonus will be available for you to get until launch. So up until the 30th at whatever time. I think it's like 10 a.m. Eastern, but I could be wrong about that. Don't quote me yet because it's been moving around and different platforms have different times. As we get closer to the 30th, we'll have a better date for you. A better date and not date, but time. On top of that, the bonus that you're going to get if you played the tech test, there's a cosmetic you're going to get. That's going to be available across all platforms, regardless of where you played the tech test on. So if you, let's say you played, I don't know if you played it on PlayStation, you can get it on Steam, that cosmetic, as long as all of those accounts are linked with the Embark ID. All of that progression stuff is all done through the Embark ID. So don't worry if you're played on PlayStation or something, and then you want to play on Steam for the release, you'll be covered for all of that. Questions about crossplay, and pretty good one, honestly. The crossplay, if you turn crossplay on or off, it'll be an option. If you turn it off, you will only play with your specific console. So in the past, we've seen some games that crossplay only unlinks consoles and PCs, like Xbox and PlayStation will still play together. With Arc Raiders, if you turn off crossplay, you will only play with, if you're on PlayStation, Xbox, you're on Xbox. It's the only way it's going to work. So don't think you're going to get more, you're going to get cut down in your playlist quite a bit if you turn that off. I know some people, like console players, like to turn it off because there's way more cheaters on PC than anywhere else, and you guys like to get away from that, or more fair, whatever reason you have. Just keep that in mind that you're only going to be with the specific kind of console you're on if you turn it off. Now with that, with consoles, there will be no mouse and keyboard support at launch. They're leaving the door open. I don't know if they're ever going to add it, but they're kind of leaving the door open for later. We'll just have to wait and see what they say. Now, pretty standard. If you buy the game on PlayStation, you have to play it on PlayStation. You can't buy it on PlayStation, then play it on Steam or play it on Xbox. You have to buy it on each individual account. However, if your Embark ID is linked, then your progression saves. So let's say you buy it on Steam and then you buy it on PlayStation. You can play on your same character as long as your Embark ID stuff's all linked. You just got to pay for the extra game if you want to do that. But I guess a lot of people are asking about gyro aim. That will also not be supported at launch. And then they gave us a list of the server locations. So the regions, if you will. There's going to be Asia, South America, North America, Europe, Oceania. That's it. Those are the locations for servers at launch. Every game always adjusts this a little bit more depending on demand and where things are at. So hopefully if you're in an area that doesn't have good servers, they can add some down the road if there's enough players and enough interest, which I think there's going to be. I think we're all expecting Arc Raiders to be this huge takeoff game. Now to wind back a little bit, because there's some other fact in here that you guys might not have heard about. I want to make sure we get everything covered for those that are interested. This is from back about 2 weeks ago on September 22nd. So let's go over it, make sure you guys get it all. First up is, what is the goal of the server slam? And it's pretty cut and dry and simple. They just want to get everybody in and try to break the servers. That's what it is. So it's going to be free. It's going to be, there's no sign up. Like, you don't have to pay for anything. You're going to have to probably sign up for an Embark ID and all that kind of stuff, but you don't have to pay for anything. And it's going to be the 17th, 18th, and 19th. And like I said, their goal is probably just to overwhelm the servers and make sure they've got everything ready for a launch. So with that though, you will not be keeping any progression. Progression is going to get reset. However, if you play during the server slam, they're going to give you a cosmetic. Now, as far as content, it's going to be really dialed down, even way less than we had in the tech test from before. It's only going to be Dam, which is fine. It's a great map. It's a lot of fun. And for 3 days, it should be more than enough to get everybody's, to wet everybody's whistle, make everybody happy about about playing it. And probably not going to have all the guns. You're not going to have a chance to get through all the progression. They're going to want to leave stuff surprise for the launch, obviously. But you'll get it's still going to be an awesome opportunity to get into the game and experience it firsthand. Now, to get in on the server slam, you're just gonna have to download Arc Raiders on each device, whatever device you want to play it on, and then I guess it's just going to be live on the 17th. I bought the game, so it was there. If you haven't bought it yet, I'm not sure how the download process is going to work. If you're on Steam, go apply for, if there's a button to apply for things, there's going to be a way to download it without paying for it. Now, again, if you're wondering what platforms it's going to be on, you're going to have it on Steam, the Epic Game Store, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. There is an age limit. You have to be 16 or older. We all know how well that works out, at least in the United States. I know some other countries are cracking down, but there's supposedly an age limit of 16 to play. And it's going to be open, so everybody's going to be able to stream it. There's no like NDA. You're going to be able to talk about it, take clips, do whatever you want. And they're encouraging it. Obviously, it's marketing for them to build hype and get everybody more excited for the game. But keep in mind, it's going to be kind of interesting because TwitchCon is the same weekend. And there's gonna be a lot of streamers down there for that. So it might be kind of light on streamers, though you're gonna be able to play it down there. I'm sure they're gonna do some streaming stuff. We'll just have to, that's gonna be up in the air. We'll wait and see what they do with that. Now, the last thing I'll say is make sure that you go sign up for an Embark ID, get that all out of the way, because whenever they do stuff like this, there's always a chance, I said they as in game companies, not necessarily Embark themselves, but whenever you have these kind of really big betas or these play tests and things like that, the login servers can get absolutely hammered. And if you're struggling to get an account built because the servers are overwhelmed, you're going to be really upset. So take a little bit of time here in the next week or so, go over to Embark, get your ID done, get all of that login stuff figured out and out of the way. That way, all you have to do is sign in on the day of the server slam, and you don't have to worry about going through all the account creation stuff. Now, some other really cool things they've got that they've talked about. We kind of knew this, and we'll see what it really actually means, but they said there will be no pay-to-win features or mechanics in the game. That being said, I think there's going to be crates and stuff that have weapons in it, and that gets in that gray area. It depends on who you ask if that's pay to win or not. There was anything crazy in there. It wasn't like you were buying the best gun in the game. It was just you could pay for a kit with some of the coins that was an alternate currency that I'm assuming you're going to be able to buy, or it's going to be kind of a battle pass system. Again, we'll have to wait and see. Don't take my word for it. It's just kind of what I'm expecting. I'm expecting the worst. You know what I mean? And it might not. It might just be all earned in game. It might not cost anything, but they're sticking to their guns and saying no pay to win stuff, which is awesome. I'm happy to see it. It's a great thing to have. That pretty much covers everything I have. Got you guys all up to speed. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to throw them down in the comments. I read all of my comments, and if I can answer your question, I will. If I can't, I'll try to point you in a direction where you can find it. But other than that, I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget that like and subscribe button. We're switching over to Arc Raiders content a little bit, so the algorithm kind of doesn't know who to show this to. So make sure you tell it you want to see my content if you did like this video, which if you're here, I have to imagine you like the video. But that's all I got. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you in Speranza.